we're getting ready to head on over there and take a look at these baboons real quick, like. Look at where I'm going. Community Baboon Central, the nature tour. Okay, let's go to the group. Do not feed the monkeys. It is illegal and harms wildlife. Better no litter. Okay. I got okay. Morning, morning.
Are you doing good?
Doing fine.
All right.
Oh, look here. Look what we got here. Oh, paintings.
Yeah.
Okay.
An artist for this stuff.
Oh, you the artist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is nice artwork. How long have you been doing this?
Let's say like 15 years.
15
Not
years?
constantly though. I just started like 6 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, constantly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I guess most people just come back out when they come out, take a look, a better look, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. 16 years, you said?
Yeah, but off and on.
Off and on. How do you feel when you're creating such a masterpiece?
Well, I feel...
That's how I feel. It looks like a masterpiece to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of them, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan.
Madrid.
Okay, and you live here in what?
Isabella Bank.
Isabella Bank. So if you're ever in Belize and you want to see some beautiful art and purchase some beautiful art, where do we need to come?
Isabella Bank, Bermuda Landing.
All right now. Thank you. Let's see what this is. That is kind of strange, just going up on this tree. Okay. Okay, we're getting ready to go in right now. Very interesting. There's a cricket game going on right next door. Right over there. So I might hit that after a little bit to see what that's all about.
They'll be close enough that you can make a selfie.
They'll be close enough?
Yeah, you can make a selfie.
Okay.
They will? Oh, yeah. And you know they only waste from 20 to 30. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get started.
Okay. Walk this
What do
way.
you know? They'll be going to the game. I'd like to say good morning to you all.
Morning, morning.
And welcome to the Community Baboon Sanctuary into a little educational center in the back. My name is Robert, and what I'm going to do is to give you a little orientation concerning Community Baboon Sanctuary, how we all got started and how we found it. And the Community Baboon Sanctuary, which is first of its kind throughout the world, was due to the way this was set up. I mean, first of all, this is a non-governmental organization which is privately owned here, and it will be able to maintain a certain population of monkeys. We have got a little bit of support from the WWF, the Zoological Society of the Monkey Committee. In Lincoln Park, I don't know. I want to make it a story for you. So the question is, here you come.
All right. I want to make sure that I heard this correctly. You said this is those institutions that used to support this century is no longer doing that?
No longer.
So you're depending on
Tourism.
to, okay. All right, okay. I just want to make sure I heard that right now.
Yeah, it's still that. These are also ways how they can be supported by like a got in a monkey, being a Baboon supporter, sanctuary builder, sanctuary patron, or a lifetime membership. We also have some exhibit in this corner over here. Such as our country national animal scout, Tapir, common slider, Central American freshwater turtle called Piketty, leatherhead, horns of white-tail deer, merlet, crocodile skull, tarantula in the box over there, colored peccary skull, nine-banded armadillo,
Armadillo, yeah.
axle shell, deep called Piketty. Dory.
Oh, yes.
Dory was the only means of transportation and communication back in the earlier days until they came up with the model of this boat that used to run from Kaya to Belize City, where they traded things that they grow for things that they cannot grow. We also have some old handmade bottles. I never know if you feel something like that.
What's it made out of?
Handmade, these are handmade bottles.
I remember these.
They've never been smooth, feel it's rough on the outside.
Yeah. My grandma used to have it set up in the kitchen.
Never been straight. You also have some other old bottles, some other old Mayan patches. We also have the head of a feather lens, a Central American rattlesnake, a pig with one head and 8 legs, skeleton of a black collar monkey.
This is the skeleton of the black collar monkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Birds. Even while we're going out there again, if you happen to see anything you don't only like to know about, feel free to ask me a question. I do have information, both flora and fauna of this whole entire area. Okay? Are we all good to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, let's get started.
All right.
Do some birding afterwards. All right, good.
Okay.
All right, good.
Can I join it with this now?
Yes, you can.
Got only one.
All right, good.
Breeze, Phil.
Okay, this is Contribo right here?
Right here, all these leaves right here running, Contribo. Always remember one, just a little thing that I plant here, and it needs rains to get better.
How do you use
Does it grow
You
fast?
just take the Contribo and the maker, you soak it into alcohol and take a shot before you go to bed.
Alcohol, rubbing alcohol or
No,
drinking
girl.
alcohol?
Drinking alcohol,
Oh,
like
okay.
aniseed.
Yeah.
Soak it into aniseed and you drink a shot before you go to bed. That's Contribo. See how the leaves coming on.
Oh, that what she has in her hand?
This is Contribo. This is Contribo. Gang wheel here.
Yeah. The gang wheel?
Yeah, remember you have a gang wheel? It's a gang wheel on here.
I didn't know it was on.
This is gang wheel.
Yeah. Species of cats. We have jaguars, pumas, ursulet, margay, and jaguarundi. We have tons of nocturnal animals also. We also have like parka. You give nuts. Sometimes I do it a couple times, sometimes none at all, depending on how much guests will do this. Like in the wheel season, sometimes you'll do it up to maybe 10 times. It's just a nice physical motivation also.
Okay.
Sunday I was 62 years old and I'm still moving like a little boy.
Wow.
Blessing.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Hey, it's good life.
You look good.
Yeah,
It's called no stress.
no stress. The thing that will stress me out about it and its manners will really
sorry.
pass away. Also to give you people a hint on these monkeys, although the monkeys they are black, the monkeys they are really blend to this green canopy so you could pass them real close while they just lying out having a siesta. Now if I happen to pass the monkeys, I want you to say here, but to pass the monkeys, here they are.
Here they
The
are.
monkeys they only feed 25% up to date and the rest 25%.
That's my type of life.
Real relax.
Sir. 95% rest. 5%.
Anything you see fly, anything you see crawl, anything you see jump, anything you see run, anything you see stand, feel free to ask me a question. I have information, as I said, both flora and fauna of this whole entire area.
How much more me to learn that?
Here we have a negrito,
A negrito?
Semaruba iglauca. The bark of this tree was also traded in Africa at the price of gold against diarrhea.
Oh,
wow.
it's worth gold.
Yeah, it's
really
a
bad
negrito,
diarrhea.
it's against diarrhea.
Oh, okay. How can I get a piece of that limb?
It's very easy. Just take a machete and and you chip the bark and then put it together.
Ah,
Just throw boiling water over it and set the cool, and you're good to go.
okay.
And it's cool, drink.
Oh, okay.
Here, these are all family of cashew.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Alacardium accidental. And see where I get the cashew nuts in 10.
Right.
From the apple, you could make yourself a taste of wine, which is guaranteed to give you all a high for at least a day or two, depending on how much you drink. You could make a gel to put on bread, or you can preserve the fruit that will last it from crop to crop. See where I get the cashew nuts in 10. People wonder why cashew is so expensive. One apple, one nut. And the nuts are labor extensive. 5 steps before eating cashew nuts. First, you got to harvest, pre-roasted, break open, put into an oven and bake until it's fully cooked. Peel before this is ready for eating. By pinching or biting into the nuts, it's like dealing with poison oak or poison ivy, they're pretty toxic. Okay?
The yellow and the red. The red ones, right. We do have the red ones from here.
Rabbit?
Is that one there?
See a little animal running on the green.
Where? Where?
He
That
just
where?
went down that way.
Oh, okay.
It was a wild bush rabbit.
I'll
in a
catch him
gate.
on the other end of the road.
No. Red-throated ant tanager, right there in the seat.
Right that flew away?
Both of them, see both of them together here. If you come over here, mommy. Both
Oh,
of them
yeah.
together, male and female.
Let me take a picture.
Come this way.
Let her see it.
Sit in front of you and the branch that
yes.
goes across. All birds. Then you also have an ivy-billed wood creeper that just landed underneath this tree over there too. Always remember with birds, male are the most colorfulest one is due to the fact the male they use their bright, beautiful color to attract females.
Yeah, I heard that, didn't you?
Always showing out.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bright.
Yeah, that's
See how attracted you get?
Males are showy.
Hear that, mommy?
That's what it boils down to.
You see, you can hear them in there. You just can't see them.
You can hear animals moving
We are
about.
rattling in there.
You could pick something, you could pick something from the forest and you could give to them. It's fine. Okay?
There's another one right there.
Oh, up there.
That's the alpha male.
Oh, wow. I don't know if you...
Familiar.
They could strangle a grown person
Man with his tail.
with his tail?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, they're New World monkeys. They all carry prehensile tail. Now, their life is expanded to 30 years in the wild. In captivity, it cuts more than half of their lifestyle, so we ask people not to use them as pets. A mother also gives birth in a short gestation period of 6 months, but it cares them for over a year. A mother can only give birth to about 12 or 15 babies throughout her whole entire lifespan. Female reaches maturity within the age of 3 to 4. Male reaches maturity within the age of 6 to 8.
That's like daddy.
They can go to as loud as 90 decibel. It's the second loudest land mammal.
They can be that loud?
Yeah, they go up to 90 decibel. The longer they howl, the louder they get. They build up this air pressure that pulls the body down and extend the howl. Pictorial display, but it has also been used in verbal combat. Therefore, you can have two troops face off facing each other. The one that howl the hardest, one that wobble. They don't go into physical combat. The only time monkeys go physical is typical human style. Like where husband tumbling for wife or wife tumbling for husband. Over territory, they do it verbally. Okay?
Yeah, let me try. Arr! Arr!
Probably a mating call.
We don't care about that one. That's not strong enough.
He's a little baby. Wonder how old would you suspect these two are?
He said it was born in March.
This one was born on the 2nd of March last year.
Okay,
Oh,
so
last
it's a year.
year.
Last year.
Oh, that's a year old.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's
A
a
little
Well,
over a
this,
year.
they take a long time
Then
to
you
grow.
also have the other one here,
That looks a little
which
bigger.
was born when? 10th of January.
And how do you know this? I'm curious.
I've been working at these monkeys day into day into day.
Okay, so you can recognize them by
At
what?
birth.
Wow.
When you miss the mother, the next day when you come back on the trail, the mother has a baby under her tummy.
Oh.
So I see them at early stage of birth.
Mm.
When they're first born, they're brown.
Okay.
Older, they turn into the dark black color.
Okay.
But although they're black, remember how they really blend into this green canopy.
Yeah, it was hard to
I mean-
see.
Sweetie, darling baby.
Showing off. No, video what I can do. I used to do that in my young days.
Oh,
Jump from bush to bush.
the only thing
I grew up in Baca Bush. Not in Tennessee, man.
and stabilize it within the limit of trees until we further out for food.
What helps them to
The prehensile tail.
the
See
tail?
The prehensile.
Like the fallen.
They make climbing look so damn easy, and climbing
Yeah.
is not that easy.
Yeah, man.
I know.
See what they want to do? They're going to lie right out.
Oh, and then go to sleep.
How did you become so knowledgeable about all this? The monkey, the medicinal plants?
Well, in 2004, I had a one-year scholarship doing herbal plant countrywide. I was working along with Colin, and he was a teacher at the University of Connecticut in the U.S., and he was down here working on his PhD, and I was his field assistant for 1 year. It was 2004. 2005, he came right back as Dr. Colin Young. Over here, you could have a look at these. I was also been raised by my grandmother, who was a local midwife, and they used most of the herbs in the jungle.
Yeah.
So she get older and she couldn't get out here to harvest plant. I used to harvest plant for her. So it proves to me, for people who follow nature very closely, I mean, Mother Nature had provided everything for our society. If me or you would know how to go about using them. More than 65% of the drugs that sold over the counter, they are also from the rainforest. Over here, these are all family of Spanish elder, and Spanish elder is also from the Piperaceae family. For people with arthritis pain in the joint, see the plant carry your joint, your marrow, your joint, your marrow, your joint, your marrow, your joint, your marrow. Cut into bits of pieces. Throw boiling water over it, set to cool as warm as you could bear it, wash your joint over against arthritis pain.
Wow. Can you teach me some of this? How many years will it take for me to learn this?
I'm not really sure. Because some people, I know some people know it, but they don't know how to explain it. But they know about it, and they don't know how to explain it or go about using it. So it makes a very big difference.
See, I was,
Like locally and scientifically. So if I give you local name, I can also give scientific name.
that's very important.
And the scientific names are real rough. Sleeping wing.
Oh, yes, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, we used to call it what, Sher?
Knife and fork.
Knife and fork.
Yeah, all right.
Some in the van back there.
Okay, good. See?
No. It's good though. Yeah, it's good.
I have penguin plant right in the museum yard, right over there.
Is that medicinal too?
Oh, not really. We make wine from them.
Wine, okay.
What part of Belize you from? Bro?
Your sight goes along with your hearing when you're walking in the forest.
Get some music.
Over here, this is a beautiful nest of a white-bellied emerald hummingbird.
Oh,
See how this bird actually builds this nest and feel the material that it uses in there for it.
wow.
We had 2 chicks in there. The chicks have already left. So this is what the nest looks like.
Wow.
Feel the interior.
Ooh, so nice.
Softer than the bed you sleep on.
Oh yeah.
Move
Man,
your pictures in there for me. Cut it
sure. Let me see.
Cut it off.
What is this again?
I told you I heard something.
No, what you see? What you hear?
Right in the tree right there.
No, man.
On the ground. On the ground. Good stuff.
The country
Uh-huh.
on herbal plants.
You didn't know, you all over the country on herbal plants. Okay, you know all this stuff then. Man. I need to be your apprentice.
amounts of the tiny, incredible micro farmers called leaf cutters.
Oh, those. Okay, there's some
Now,
over
although
here.
these guys say they're micro farmers, what happened, they're not really loved by our local farmers. It's due to the fact that they do considerable damage to mango and citrus crops. So farmers just tend to kill them out. However, Mother Nature had provided them for a very special use to our society. Because back in the earlier days, before they had needle and thread, they used the soldier ant of the colony for stitching. I'll tamp them out and see if I get a soldier, then I'll show you how to go about using them for stitching.
Yeah.
You have millions of ants to the battle.
Yeah.
Because then
You leave the
the
trees.
monkeys have no poachers, they have no predators. The only threat to black collar monkeys is the loss of habitat. By cutting down all the trees, and we have no monkeys. So the local people do all the conservation work.
Oh, they just keep
It's
make sure the
all
trees are.
voluntarily being done.
Okay.
Vervine.
Oh.
And the substance which is extracted from the purple vervine is actually what they use is for the treatment of the pandemic COVID.
Oh. This thing here was the jewel, huh? Wow. Let me.
Those are the seeds.
Everybody used the vervine.
These will be the seeds.
That was a secret weapon against Corona.
It was good.
Yeah.
You used
Just
it here?
make a tea and drink.
Push this here so I can take a picture.
This what?
Right here.
Did you get it?
My cousin sent
They
me
sent it to you?
and it
Okay.
worked. She sent me some to try home, but
Let me get like this.
Never did work. We got the weather is cold.
so what is the name of this again?
Purple
I
vervine.
got it.
Purple vervine.
Next one.
Scorpion tail is another name for it, for this. Okay.
And garlic and ginger all cooked together.
What is it again?
Lemon leaf, garlic, vervine was the perfect remedy for Belizeans for coronavirus when the pandemic came around.
Wow.
Yeah, man. A lot of people were able to survive it because of the herbs that we use.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that spread all over, so everybody make sure they had their amount of vervine. That's a termite nest.
Nest.
Yeah.
Wow. You can eat that?
The termite.
No, thank you. I do not want to try it.
If you're ever hungry,
Wow. What did you say about the termites?
That's
They are
dragon.
one of the highest in protein.
They are?
And remember, we have two different species of termites, black and white termites. That's the black termite that's living up in the trees. The white termite lives underneath the earth and enters the houses from the stilks that are placed in the ground. Over here, these are all family of bullhorn acacia, locally called cockspur. And this plant here carries a symbiotic relationship concerning a colony of ants that lives on this plant, as it offers food and home for the ant, and the ant protect the plant from even vine been growing and the people been handling. At the same time, it's also been used as an antidote. Let's say you've been bitten by any of a poisonous snake, such as a prevalence, Central American rattlesnake, or a coral snake. Turn to the tree and take a piece of the bark. Chew and swallow. The waste applied to the wound, and it stopped the poison from circulating in the system, at least until you could get some medical attention. A prevalence can strike you, can count from 1 to 50, and you're dead. With the help of this plant, it also allows you to live 8 or 9 hours. See where the relationship lies. The ants, they get their food from the yellow tips off the end of the young leaves, and they live within these horns. So the ants cannot live without the plant, and the plant cannot live without the ant. For an example, maybe this one might work, I don't know, maybe.
I didn't know that about that tree.
See where they put a hole into the horn,
Oh, and that's where the ants go in.
and this is where they're living inside, in the
Wow.
hollow. Oh shucks, I missed this. See what throws out in the hand, tons of larvas.
Wow. Yeah.
So the ants cannot live without the plant, and the plant cannot live without the ants. You want to see what this looks like, real country?
Yes.
Can you use my binoculars for you? Look inside. Look inside.
I don't need that one.
Wow.
All right. I took pictures.
Let us have a look at our country national tree, which is a mahogany tree.
Yeah.
It takes about 75 to 100 years for mahogany to reach its maturity. Mahogany was also exported from our country in the earlier days by the British. People refer to these as red gold. All the beautiful furniture in the Buckingham Palace has also been made from those mahogany. From the large buttresses root that spread out on the top layer of the soil, where this tree collects most of its nutrient and also stabilizes it in the rainforest, we use for the making of bread bowls for us to knead our flour dough. We also make washing bowls for us to wash our clothing in. The bark of the mahogany tree is also antifungal against athletic feet. No stinking toe, no dry toe. Take the bark, pump together, put into a little bit of water. Yellow-bellied Elena and yellow-throated Euphornia is around too.
Oh, you hear something? One of the
Two
other
different birds. Yeah, take the bark, pump together, put into a little bit of water and dip your feet in it. It stains the bottom of your feet so it won't be able to sweat and the tennis shoe won't be able to stinky. It's the sweat from a human's body causes a tennis shoe to be stinky. The epiphyte you see going on it, both this and on the top, that all strangler fig, scientifically known as ficus. The ficus uses a host tree to cling onto, and after a number of years, the host tree becomes a comparasite of a ficus. It's due to the fact the ficus is a faster grower. When they have a competition for sunlight. So this is going to die and this is going to live on.
Limbo.
Or tourist tree. Would you have an idea, Mommy, why they call it a tourist tree by looking at this tree?
Tourists?
Tourist, no.
What happened to the tourists when they come to your country and the sunlight strikes them?
Oh, they're sunburned.
Sapili,
All right, good. This is an antidote against black or white poison of our jungle. Maybe the country you're from, you have poison oak or poison ivy. We have black and white poison. If the milk gets in the body, it burns and blisters your skin. Take a piece of the bark, pump together, put into a little bit of water and wash the area over so it won't be able to burn or blister off your skin.
What about ant bite? What about ant bite?
Jackass bitters to stop the heat. So these are all family of hot lips, the Cycrocha, Pepi, Penguana. And they are used by local midwives for mothers after giving birth to their babies. What they do, they simply boil flowers and leaves, put into a bucket, put mother to sit over it as hot as they can bear it. Use the flowers and the leaves to massage their tummy in case if they have wind or clods inside of their womb. By the power of the plant, it pops out of them. If they have a swollen ovaries, it also shrinks back to normal just on the power of the hot lips. Even scientists prescribe any plant or any flower resembles any part of a human's body, it's also the part that it can help.
What did you?
We still do it right up to now, right?
What did you say the bakut was good for?
The bokut, the leaf, was Sina. So they have Sina and Epsom salt, and we boil it along with maybe a little bit of Cerosi. And that is like a detox.
It was like a bitters?
Like a bitters. But it cleans you out. It cleans you out. People will drink that maybe once a year, twice a year to clean out, no?
But the bakut, what's the name for the bakut? Stinking toe?
Stinking toe. They call it stinking toe.
Yeah, the bakut.
They're the bony and the boneless. So you crack it open and
the baboons
take it out. And I'm not sure.
Or you eat it?
We eat it. Humans, we eat it. Yeah, man. Once it's ripe, you could eat it.
Man, I come.
It smell bad, yeah. But
Wow. I know.
Ringworm is a fungus that comes on the skin that itches and irritates. The more you scratch it, the larger it gets. It's so dry, I don't know if it's going to work. For people with ringworm or warts in the body, here we have local name is ringworm bush. Chicken. Scientific name of this plant is Myconia. So it's simple, pull it when it's fresh. Take like this. It releases stuff that looks like this. What is breeding fungus? Ringworm are also breeding fungus. This is a tar. It's going to suffocate the breeding fungus so it kills it. Local name is ringworm bush. The scientific name of this plant is Myconia.
Myconia or ringworm
Okay.
bush. Let me take a picture of that bush right here.
See,
Right here?
see one over there, locally called bukut or stinking toe?
Builds the
That's what
blood.
yeah. Gives you all the iron your body needs and also a blood builder.
So how
But
would
you
you
also have blood tie and provision bark, which actually used to build blood quicker.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So
They're not in this little piece of forest here. but I know where to find all the herbs I want to find.
Oh man.
I know different forests that I go to get different things. Okay.
Okay. Who are you? My question was, who are you passing this knowledge
Well, I
on
have
to?
a few of my younger guys who want to become guides. So I left some of my knowledge along with them. I don't know how much they're going to utilize it because, you know, people leave from here and go to the U.S. and forget what they actually have here.
That's why they're back.
All right. Now, family. For people with slow healing wounds that don't want to heal, take the leaf, put over a comal, and you bake it until it's patched, turn it into dust, put into the wound, and it heals the wound instantly.
Serious?
Yeah, that's for somebody. This is the female that carries the elder. And then over here, if you notice, this is the male.
No spikes.
Okay.
Okay.
Male and female. Wow. See,
Over there with the spikes.
Yeah,
So is this the female or male?
Only part about
the female.
that's a female.
Without the spikes.
Wow. I'm learning.
I'm on the Lion King. Do you remember Lion King when he eats it? When he eats the termites on Lion King? Y'all ready?
let's put that. Take your time. Just take your time. Keep it there. Keep your finger right there. Then you walk on the finger.
They don't like fingernail polish.
Come on, guys. Something biting my neck.
Maybe an ant.
You see it?
No, it's not.
They don't like that color. Put your finger like this. No, don't bend your
You have
finger.
to
All right.
separate and
Then you
do
go and
it
walk on it.
And do they bite like ants? or
Okay,
no?
get a few more.
Oh, there you
to
got
get
some.
full. Come on, guys.
What's on your finger?
Let's few.
She's nervous. She's trembling eating.
It's like
Are you eating them? Crunchy, eh?
it tastes like
Oh, I thought you were gonna try.
earthy, I guess.
Oh, I
little
will- I
earthy,
think
little minty.
Woody.
Woody. Tastes like wood. Yeah, it tastes like
He
wood.
goes all over the world.
I don't
he
think
tries
so.
strange things.
Gonna go in quicker.
I
You're
don't
gonna,
have any.
yeah, you're gonna. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. You see some mint?
Right, wood. Tastes like wood.
Yeah, I mean, there's a flavor to them.
Like a little minty.
A nice.
Anybody else want to try?
No, thank you.
Tried it
You
before?
sure? Oh yeah.
No, thank you,
My
dear.
protein already.
Yes.
Come.
You tried it
No,
too?
I have something in my mouth already.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, it's pleasant.
I tried it already.
It's pleasant, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
What, Elaine?
Right? It's from the milkweed family. For you to know what about milkweed, when you take it like this, see the white
wonder I'm getting bit.
stuff coming up of it.
Oh,
Now,
that's why.
this was the seed from
it
this
up.
tree is the first way of making ink.
Oh,
Because see, bitter, right? Give us like bitter things to drink and things like that to clean out your system. They make purge for us and they treat you with.
which we're just learning how to appreciate all those
Yeah.
herbs for cleansing.
I mean, some things that are lost for life is due to the fact that concrete have already taken over. It was a variable seed eater that just flew right through it. And it was a variable seed eater I saw went that way.
Oh, okay.
Huh? This is Yamabush from the Sina Alexandrina family. For people with weak heartbeat or like to strengthen your heartbeat, they use the seed pods. They all grind and boil, drink the water from it, it increases your heartbeat. For babies with high fever, they also take the leaves and put under the clothing of a baby. It takes the fever away from a child. And back in the earlier days, it's the first pregnancy test that Mother Nature had provided for our society. For a mom to know if their daughter was pregnant, all what you got to do, take the leaf, put it on the ground, put the girl to pee in it. And if she is pregnant, the leaf will change its color and become yellow, and if not, it remains its natural dark green color. It has a 99.9% guarantee accuracy on pregnancy. Sina Alexandrina family.
Again, the yummy bush?
Yama.
Yama bush. Ask the question, who are you entrusting all your wisdom and knowledge to? And you said you have a lot of people that you have shared this, and it's up to them to what they do,
retain it.
what they do with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Yes.
been to Mother. I learned so much more on my countrywide tour.
Okay.
Okay? So it makes it a little bit different and easier for me to get back. But you don't need to talk.
don't
This
need
one
it.
you just call this one slap it on.
Oh, slap it on. You're gonna slap it.
Right?
Jeez, I'm pe-
Made tattoo.
Look at me! What? Oh, come on. You
This just make them fast.
Come on, sit down. We got a quick tattoo.
What is that called again? What is it? What is the plant called?
It's a sports fern. See? It's on me now. I even make it better.
That one is good.
Got it. Accuracy of fighters.
Wow. Him again?
Robert Hankin. Yeah. I'm one of the oldest pioneers in beautiful shepherd church. I'm highest forum in all of the North, South,
So if you're ever in Belize, this is the man you need to see.
East.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I think here is where we're going to say goodbye again.
Ciao, ciao.
Appreciate you. You're very knowledgeable.